My name is Joseph Long and I just passed the California real estate exam. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to make sure that I passed it and what you can do to make sure you pass it first try. If you do get any valuable information from this video, I do ask that you just like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It'd help me out a lot. If you're not from California, these tips still might help you, but I know there is specifics in other states, but you still could get some value from this video. Step 1, obviously, you have to pass the schooling exam. For California, it's 45 hours in 3 different courses. So you would need to go through, find the requirements for your state. For California, there's 3 different exams that you have to take, and I'll list those ones right here on the screen. While you're doing the school, make sure that you're absorbing all the content as much as you can, really paying attention to vocabulary, and don't cheat yourself. Make sure you write your notes, do everything as they tell you and instruct you to do to make sure that you pass their schooling efficiently. Number 2, make sure you build a routine right away. The best habit you could do to make yourself successful is having a morning routine every morning, waking up at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., whatever it is for you, maybe earlier. If you like to get a workout in, that's the best thing to do to get yourself going. Workout and then go straight into studying. Do at least 1 to 2 hours. Any more than that, you're going to burn yourself out. Any less than that, you're probably not doing enough to get valuable information efficiently, at least. Number 3 is the vocab. Like I said before, the vocabulary is very important. In California, it's not really much math on the test. The main thing is the vocabulary. So you have to know the vocabulary, and then you'll know whatever question they throw at you in whatever way. As long as you read it carefully, you're gonna know exactly what's going on because you're gonna know what they're saying. Otherwise, you're gonna be lost. And they will word it weirdly to make sure that you don't get it correctly. Number 4, time is money. One thing I would strongly suggest is that you go out and you find a good program to study after your exam, after you pass all your exams, to continue studying up until that test date. Because more than likely there's going to be things on there that you don't remember from the schooling. For me, I use CompuCram. There's also Prep Agent that I've also looked at a little bit, and I know it's really great. A lot of help throughout their website and throughout their YouTube even. Make sure when you're going through the CompuCram or Prep Agent or whichever platform you use, you want to make sure that you're studying very thoroughly. CompuCram has a radar that will show you exactly how far you are if you're ready or not to take the test. The best thing you can do is make sure that you're answering those questions and not saying that you got it right if you got it wrong, because then you're gonna think you're ready and you're not ready. Use these tools to help you. Also, you wanna be the expert. You don't wanna be out there doing real estate and not know what you're talking about. Whatever studying you're doing, you wanna really absorb this information. Make sure that you know it to the best of your knowledge. Make sure that it's right there at your disposal, so anytime someone has a question, you have the answer. If you want to be successful, you have to do what other people are not willing to do. You might hear that a lot of people fail the test the first time, and most of the time it's because they just didn't study enough. Invest in yourself, invest in studying, invest in whatever you need to do to make sure you pass, because the longer that you're not licensed, the longer you can't make sales and you're losing money by the minute. Number 5, how much time do you have? Prioritize what you don't know. Don't focus on too much of what you already know. For example, when I was doing flashcards, I would read them all the way through and then I would read them reverse way. So I would make sure I know the definition and I would make sure I know how to explain each word as well. And the ones that I didn't know, as I was going through the deck, I would put them to the side and make a separate deck of the ones that I was struggling with. And then when I was done with that deck, I would go to the struggle deck and make sure that I get through all of those until I know them in and out. Number 6, become obsessed. If real estate is your passion, submerge yourself in content with real estate. Watch shows on Netflix or Hulu or on YouTube. Get into a book, whether it's reading it, Audible, listening to it. There's a lot of great books and a lot of great content where you can see these people using these terms and actually putting some life into them so that you remember them by visual and by hearing them and by actually seeing them used in real life. If there's any way you can get around real estate people in your community, make sure you do that. And if you can't, there's lots of virtual places you can do it. Everything coming out the metaverse, EXP world, and Facebook groups. There's plenty of places that you can go to pretty much get in the world of real estate. California Real Estate Exam Prep group on Facebook. It's a great place to go in and just network with people, ask questions, see what other people are asking, and you can learn from them as well. The main tip I would say on top of everything is make sure you read the questions very thoroughly, in and out. Read them twice, 3 times. Questions and answers, make sure you know what you're reading, because they will trick you with the wording and you will answer things that you think are the right question or the right answer, but really there might be multiple answers correct, or it might be the best of the 3 or 4. So you want to make sure to read all of them and see which one is the very best option. As well, I would try to use the T method, which is make a little T chart on the whiteboard they give you. On one side, put a mark for the ones that you don't know at all, one side for the ones that you might know but you want to just go back and review, and write those numbers so that when you finish the test, you go back to those, but you don't want to spend too much time. Might not get them correct anyway. Put an answer for now, the one you think is the best, move on to the next, and then come back if you have time, because otherwise you might miss a lot of questions that you did know the answer to if you run out of time. One thing to remember, if you do fail or if you have already failed the test, don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing. Know what you were struggling with. Every morning be studying, and just go through those terms and different sections that they asked you questions about on the test that you didn't know about. So since you saw the test, you're one step ahead already. You know what to deal with, you know what they're gonna come at you with. So just go study those specific items and then you will be good to go. You have to build momentum for yourself to be successful. You have to build the routine and the momentum, and the more and more you're waking up, the more you're studying every morning, the more it's going to be easier for you to wake up and study. Eventually you're going to want to start waking up every morning so you can get to the books and start learning something. And when you become a real estate agent, then you'll be ready to do that already and wake up in the morning, boots on the ground, get to work. If you did get any valuable content from this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Joseph Long. Thank you so much for tuning in.